Yo, for some strange reason, this morning did start off around me. This morning started off like it was gonna be gloomy and it was gonna be raining. But then I started making a video and I started teaching truth, the truth of the heavens, which it is that I do bring. And as you can see, not only when I started teaching this truth today, a raven came by and I could move the camera to show you. You see how? Oh no, I can't. I will have to turn it this way because I got it shifted. But you see how this window is open a little right there? Well, the bird came exactly in the street at the height I was sitting. The bird came and landed in the street where it could actually look into my eye and I could look into its eye. And it did that. And then after it looked into my eye and I looked into its eye, it said, call, oh, it made its call. And I made a call back, which is, and if you can hear now, when I just did that, all the birds started chirping. It's not only that, like if I could go outside and sit on the porch right now, and you'll see all the birds start to come by, some real close. They'll fly from around the house and come like at a level like just yo, like I could see them. But then they'll start putting on flight shows, like they come flying and doing tricks in the air. I'll be loving it. It's such entertainment. And these are some things that, those little things that we don't, we stop looking to see in life because we start looking at so many other things that we stop to see the beauty that the Father has given us. But let's get on to the point where I'm actually making this video. Making this video because I want to insinuate even further to let y'all know who them art in heaven truly be. And y'all all have the misconception to thinking that the one who is God, to which all things go through, and that's who God is. Grantor of dominion. I heard you, son of man, say that. I like that title that you have broken the name God down to. You know, before it was called Gomaz Dubar, which is meant wisdom, strength, and beauty. But I love the way that you have truly, because you have truly given God his most righteous definition, and that is the grantor of dominion. Because through God, all things must go. Now must go where? To the Father, and by the Father way. For this is what God does bring, the way of the Father, the one who has sent him. And he was sent because of the Father's love for us. Because man, like I said, we were the last things that the Father did make. And when he did make us, we disobeyed. And he had told us that if we would disobey, and it was touch one thing. Now, what was that one thing that man was told not to touch? Well, they teach you it's an apple tree. And like I said, there was none of these things. But it is the very thing whom the one man that God did find favor on. And so, well, not only did God, but God found favor on him because of the Father. And this was because of the relationship between Abraham and the Father. So God did find his relationship in one of us, and that was Moses. You understand? I really I really wanted to come on here and tell some jokes right now, but this is more important. So the reason why I hesitated, because the joke just came, and it's a good one too, but now we're going to skip that. Listen, Moses and God. Moses, between them, showed you what that tree was that man wasn't supposed to touch. Now, what happened with Moses? Well, when he was in that wilderness, he was lost. He happened to stumble across a tree, a certain tree. And when he stumbled across the tree, when he looked back at it, and he had to look back at it because, like, first he walked. He was walking, he was deep in thought, and he passed by it, didn't really see it, but did see it. And you know why he saw it? Because that tree, as it is written of the tree that man wasn't supposed to touch, that tree was dazzling to the eye. Alright? So, well, let's get into the second description of the tree, as I do say. First is the tree was dazzling to the eye. The next is written of the tree that man wasn't supposed to touch, is that it's good for food. Now, I want you to take a look at one thing that fits both those descriptions, and it's the only thing that can fit both those descriptions, and that's fire. For fire is dazzling to the eye, and it's good for food. All types of food. All the berries, the nuts, the fruits, the vegetables, everything. Fire is good for. So, let's get back to that tree that Moses walked past first. But then, even though deep in concentration is because he was in the wilderness, Moses at this time was real fucked up. But he looked and he saw that tree, and then when he saw that tree, God spoke to him. But now let's say, look at the conversation that was held. This further proves to you and shows you that that was the tree that was forbidden man to touch. Because when Moses was getting ready to approach the tree, the Father told him, remove thy shoes, for the ground you're about to step on is holy ground. What made that ground holy? Because it was the very spot where man fell from the grace of the Father. Not from God, but fell from the grace of the Father. And the reason why God had to even be given, because he would come to stand in the place for us, to die for us. That's going to be the ending of this lesson. But I got some more videos coming. I want to keep these to 8:31. So God bless you all. I love you all. And until next, I come to teach you so that none can mislead you. I love you. God bless.